Hi, welcome to Bicycle Workshop Tales, another edition. Hope you're enjoying it. By all means, post below and let me know. So as you probably know, I prefer this sort of handlebar, something with a bit more back sweep on it. And I put some bars on Herbie, my 29er, which are these. So these are salsa bars. Actually, no, I lie. Yes, they are. So I'll just show you the difference, which isn't an awful lot, but so these have got a back sweep of, it should say on the bar actually, they've got 23-degree back sweep, and these have got a 27. So these are the gusset beer bars, and these are the salsa. I can't remember what they're called bars, but you can see these have got slightly more back sweep than these. But recently I put, because I was trying to raise the front of the bike, I put straight bars on. So I put some carbon bars on, but they just don't feel any better. I just don't like, and plus it's pushing my elbows out. So I am going to go back to these, but I don't know whether to put these back on or to try these gusset bars. I guess proof will be in. I'll decide in a minute. I don't know, because I quite like those, but these have got more rise. Actually, no, there's the decider. There's more rise on these bars, so I'm going to put the gusset beer bars on, because I do need a bit more rise. That's that one sorted out. Right, let's get them on. So it just means I've got to go through the same old process again, yet again. I'm taking all this off. If you ever hear me say, well, no, it's not that actually. I was watching something the other day. Well, you very often see it crop up on the news as people should tax their bikes. Bikes should be registered insurance and pay tax. The problem is, most serious bikers, their bikes never stay the same. So it could have a different frame, different forks, different wheels, could be a different bike. So which bike do you tax? Which bike do you insure? So it doesn't really work. It's not practical with a bike. Trying to find that perfect setup. I've got the perfect setup on my Raven. I don't need to change that at all. It's absolutely perfect. The only things I change now and again are tyres, and possibly I will get another set of 29er wheels for it, but I don't know whether I'm going to bother with that yet, because I've got this bike now. Yeah, we all faff around and we all change and whatever. So yeah, the thoughts of taxing, having road tax on a bike, I don't quite know how you'd designate what the tax is for. I suppose you'd have to tax the rider. Road tax of the rider, would you? I don't know. And this will have to be the last time I change, because it's getting silly now. I've barely ridden this bike. I suppose it's because I've barely ridden it that I haven't actually got it how I want it, which I suppose is, yeah. You can have, like bike fits and things like that, you can have a bike fit and they can tell you, yeah, this is how your bike should be set up, and then you go home and you go, oh no, I don't like that. It doesn't feel right, so you change it. So all that money you spent on a bike fit goes out the window. I think I'm going to have to sell these bars. I've got 2 sets of carbon bars. I don't think I'm ever going to use them. If you're interested, I've got a set of 31.8 and 31.8 and a set of 35 carbon bars. They're the Renthal Fat Bar Light, so cross country, perfect. These will look a bit weird. People are going to go, oh my god, what bars have you got on your bike? But I know what they feel like. Right, I think we're getting somewhere now. Whatever that is, I don't know, but we'll get in there. Aha, hello. So, look at this. I got this for my birthday. What do you think? Is it loud enough? I love this stuff. Got some gloves as well. So anyway, yeah, so Cycology clothing. It's a shirt Sheila got me for Christmas, for my birthday. So, right, I'm out on Herbie. I'm doing a training ride. So, it's supposed to be zone 2, but Herbie makes you go fast. That's the trouble. I've got the different bars on this time. These are so much better, so much better. When you relax, there's something I've noticed is when you relax on bars like this, if your hands slide forward, they sort of go against, when you relax, you go against the bend, so you don't sort of, I don't know what it is, it just feels very relaxing because you're just pushing towards the bend. That's all I can just describe it. But these are transformed the bike, transformed it. It's so much better now. So yeah, thoroughly recommend. You have to try these things. A lot of people just go along with the flow, but I've got other people who are trying these now and loving them. So they're not expensive. It's got a very, very slight bit of rise, about 20 mil, and a nice bit of back sweep, but it's just comfortable. Aluminium, they're not heavy. I think it's 200 odd grams. But anyway, enough of that sales pitch. Where's the sun? Yeah, it's a glorious day. It's Monday today, so Monday the 31st of March, first day of April tomorrow. April the 1st, so there's been lots of fun stuff flying around tomorrow, I imagine. But anyway, I am going to, I'm down, heading just past, I've just come over the canal path actually, come out of Quedgley, out of Gloucester, out of Quedgley. And I'm going to head on a training loop that I've got, which goes round in a loop, round Longney, down to towards Saul Junction, and then comes back again. It's just a loop I did ages ago. I set it up as a training loop and I've only done it once, so I thought it was about time I started doing it again and do it on a regular basis. It's just something just to get the miles in. Right, let's just see what we find on the way. All right, catch you in a bit. Flowers are out. Spring is definitely here. As always, I am going too fast. Slow down. Well, I hope you enjoyed last week's episode of Bicycle Workshop Tales. And we went up to Lake District. It was really nice to get out with the dog bike again, BB in the back. I want to do a lot more of that. It's quite good for your strength. It's not that hard to pedal, to be honest, but it's all good. It's all pedaling. This bike's sort of the opposite. It's a bit more, I treat this bike really just more like a gravel road bike. That's all I really want to do on it. I've got bikes to do other stuff, so I prefer a fat bike off-road, I'll be honest. It'd be interesting to see how the wind is with this mic. I've got the little mini mic on, and I haven't tried it yet out on the bike riding, so I don't know what the wind effect's going to be on the little dead cat that's sat on the mic. One thing I have noticed is I need to get my glasses out because flies are everywhere. It's aphids, just because everything's come out, flowers are out, so are the bugs. And I've been battling with trying to blink a lot, keep stuff out of my eyes. So yeah, I need to dig out some glasses. I sort of got used to not wearing them because I used to put pressure on the side of my head. When I had polymyalgia or after it, I used to have trouble with my temples, and any glasses would just give me a headache. So I sort of got out of the habit of wearing them, even though I used to tell everybody you must wear glasses because of especially off-road. But I do need to get some comfortable glasses again. Makes sense. Well, I'm around Longney, I think now. Longney and Epney. This is where Lee Fancourts used to train. Used to do about 250 miles round and around this road all day long for weeks, training for his various epics. It's quite close to Gloucester, so he just used to go round and round. I'll put a picture of his Strava on here, and you'll see what I mean. He used to pop out in the morning. I think I mentioned this before in a video when I talked about Lee, but he'd pop out, come to the shop, and I'm just going to nip out for a ride. I don't know how many hours later he'd come in and said, oh, that's 270 miles done. And he still looked fresh. Staggeringly good bloke. He's so capable. But don't think I'll be doing that today. More like 20 miles. I've updated the Smokestone website today with pricing for frames. and the options you have. Because I've been selling frame and forks recently, and it works out at 2,000 for a tie frame, any tie frame that I make, and a set of carbon forks. Actually, that's not strictly true. That's a fat bike frame and a set of fat bike forks, because I don't do any other forks yet. I've also listed the pinion option. It's not cheap, but it includes all your drivetrain, so it comes at about 4,100, I think, and that's with, no, it's 4,500. Oh, I'll have to check, but I've included titanium carbon wash cranks with the pinion gearbox if it's a fat bike, so or any bike actually. So that will include those, and they retail for $650 on their own. So yeah, quite a few packages there to have a look at. I'm still interested in my frames, which is nice. I mean, they're not for everybody, but for those that do get a Smokestone, they're getting something special. And there's not that many out there in the great scheme of things, and you're part of quite an exclusive club, and you get to ride with the boss, the owner, if you so desire. Anyway, I think that's enough waffle for a bit. I'm going to concentrate on riding. I should be coming round. So I'm just looking across for if I can see the motorway, because, oh yeah, I can, because that's not too far away from, well, actually that's the A38. Anyway, this is where I loop back round towards the canal soon. Right, chat in a bit. There we are, the River Severn. I always seem to end up here filming this bit. I see the tide's going out. God, look at it, it's like chocolate. It's so full of silt and crap. It's a filthy river, really. It just carries up so much silt and trees and all kinds. I've talked about this before, about stuff floating past of cows. I've seen cows go by upside down. What a day. Look at it. Forecast this week is 20 degrees all week. Sun, wall-to-wall sun for the whole week. So as you can imagine, I will be out a lot. On Thursday, I'm doing either a long day or a night out. Not sure yet. I might actually do the Surly 100 route on Thursday, day 1 route, and then on Friday do day 2 route. We'll see. But I've got to be a little bit careful because I'm still playing my medication. Yeah, I've got to try and get and see a doctor tomorrow if I can. I'm going to pop back later today and see if I can make an appointment, because I cannot get off. A few weeks ago I got down to 2 and I felt shocking, and I dropped to 1 for a day, and it was just horrendous pain and nothing works, and I don't think I can come off them. And I looked at people staying on for life, and I think that's going to be me. And I've gone back up to 4 now, and I feel better today. Because I've got a life to lead, and I don't want to spend it crippled, because it attacks your nervous system. When you've got no cortisol and all these other things, it's like Addison's disease. It attacks your central nervous system. So I've been having pains in my fingertips and my balls of my feet and my palms. I've got a few rashes around, which are not very nice. So I think it's all to do with coming off. So today I feel better. Pains are gone. I've gone up to 4 milligrams and immediately feel better. And I'm out riding. So anyway, enough of that. I keep going on about this, that and the other. Right, I am going to carry on round to the canal. Here we are. Whew. This is my turnaround point. Yeah, Saul Junction's this way. So yes, this is where I was on my birthday ride. Here we are again. It's a nice training loop. That's it, we're back. What a ride that was. There we go. That was pretty rapid, I'd say. 26 miles, average speed 13 miles an hour, maximum speed 25. Yeah, it's a good training weapon, but I wouldn't say it's my bike of choice. Not for everything. I'm still a lover of the fatty. Right, time for a cup of tea. Yeah, so I need to get a few things ready for later this week. So I haven't quite decided whether I'm going to go a night out or just 2 big days and come home. But what I am going to do is I'm going to try these, look at the options I've got for these FIXPLUS. And one thought I did have was, obviously they're designed to go on mounts on your forks, but you can also fit them on places like this. So I could put 2 on, 3 on, I've got mounts for it, and then you can strap stuff underneath. But this system is much lighter than that. So there's various places these could be used. You could even put them on the top, on your mounts on the top. So yeah, it's endless possibilities. Right, today I am sorting this bike out. I'm trying to decide whether I'm going out to ride the day 1 of the Surly 100 on Friday. Now, I cannot decide whether to take the fat bike or the Surly. I think I might take the Surly because it's a Surly event and I haven't ridden it for a while. It would be quite nice to get that out and give it a try. I've changed the tyres on it since last year. I've got mezcals on it now. So I'm quite eager to see how that feels. So yeah, I might take that out. But I am looking to change the tyres on this anyway. So I might just pop the front wheel out. And I need to find another, I think I've mentioned this already, I need to find another 4-inch tyre, Jumbo Jim, to go on the front. Or it means I have to take that tyre off, put that on the front, and put that tyre there on the back. So I'd rather not have to take that off if I can help it. So if I can find a front tyre, that's what I'm going to do. Then I can get out and do the miles on this again. So I've got some bike packing trips planned, or some day trips at least planned. One to up north to Starbridge, go and see Duncan again, and then another one is down south. Not quite sure where I'm going to go yet, but I'm going to do a nice long trip. And yeah, so there's plenty coming. I'm going to try and do one bike, at least big ride a week, if not 2 days. We'll see. It'd be nice to get a night out every week, but it's not always possible. This week works out quite nicely because Sheila's away Friday, so it gives me a whole day to do what I want to do. And then obviously Saturdays is parkrun day, so it'd be just the one day. You've probably just seen that I've been down to my training route on Herbie, and the plan is that training route is designed to be a zone 2 distance flat route. Take your time. No. Trouble is, when you ride something that's quite quick, or yeah, it just makes you want to go. And I find, and plus, if you get in amongst traffic, or you get in amongst, or you see another bike, I've got this terrible problem of trying to pass it. So I saw 2 road bikes whilst I was down round Longney, and I just couldn't help myself. So the bike, it just whistles along on the road. It's really, really nice. So I just got quicker and quicker.
Please hang up and try again.
Ah, right. I need to change the settings on this phone. Change the settings on this camera because I said something and it turned off. It's done it twice. So it's got voice activation turned on. I need to turn it off. Every time I said stop or off or something like that, his camera went off. I only recently turned it on, so that explains it. That explains why it went off when I was riding as well. Because in the middle of my filming the other day, the blinking phone camera turned itself off. So yes, where was I? Yes, so change the tyres on this because I'm going to go out bike packing on this. Now, other things. I'm going to do a bit of a touch on food. Me and Sheila are going to do it between us. It's probably going to be next week now because I haven't got time to do it this week. So I will be going through what we do in a day, what we eat, roughly how we live our lives. Because I've been asked, there's lots of people around the world who can manage to stay fit and healthy into their older age. And we try to do the same. You can't tell people what to do. I've learned that many times. So you'll see people who clearly need to change their lifestyle, but you can't tell them to do it. And I listened to somebody saying, "Oh, I've been given X amount of tablets to control this and control that." And when you don't, I know that he doesn't need any tablets. He doesn't need any tablets. He just needs to eat healthy. That's all. Because no one does. Very, very few people eat healthily. Yeah, it is tricky. So all we're going to do is we're going to show you what we do, and then we are the result of how we live our lives. Because I could quite easily be very unfit and fat and lazy and do the rest of it, but I choose not to be because I like doing outdoor things. A lot of other people like doing outdoor things but aren't able to because of how they feed themselves makes them ill and stops them doing what they want to do. So food is the king. It's the key to everything. What you put in your mouth determines how your life goes, how your life will turn out, how you feel every day and all the rest of it. So that is going to be a feature next week. I've also got to, what is that? Oh, change states. I was going to talk about cargo bikes. What's the advantages of a cargo bike like this? And I'm also going to do a hill climb challenge. So I'm going to see which bike's best uphill. This bike, or this bike. So I'm going to just see how a cargo bike climbs and descends. So you'd be surprised what that'll do. You'll be very surprised. So that's coming. So this is what I carry, basically it's a tool keg, so I carry all my tools in that. Because it's like a sealed thing, it doesn't really matter whether it gets wet or dirty or anything, so I tend to stash it under there out the way. So anyway, what I'm going to do, I'm going to try some of these little mounts, see how they perform. Take this off. So I guess, such a simple idea, I must admit. I don't know why other people haven't done the same thing, really. You could, in theory, get away with just two. If you're really minimalist, you could probably just use one. But two would stop it spinning. Let's just see. See, that's going to hold that perfectly. Just with two. And then all I need is a little strap. Just bear with me a minute. Let's see what's the right length. Never had so much choice. This might be long enough. I was just saying, this on these, it comes with this little clip. Best thing is to take that off first, put your strap on, and then clip it on once you've got the strap on there, and then put it on the loose end. And all that does is it retains the loose bit, which you always get with these. Stops it flapping about. It works a treat. It's so simple. I like it. I like it a lot. Look at that. That's going nowhere. And I used to use Velcro, but Velcro is simple, but it gets muddy and then mucky, and then it doesn't work anymore. Whereas this system is just it's going to work whatever. I like it a lot. Very good. Right, that's my first FIXPLUS system fitted. Yeah, that's always been the trouble. I hadn't really thought about it. That little retaining strap there just holds the loose end. Because in the past, you put it round, you tighten it up, and you've got this big flappy bit flapping around. Well, with this retains it. Simplest little things. It just retains it. So yeah, I like it. What else was I going to do? Oh yeah, front tyre. Front tyre. I'm still waiting for some new valves because they've got these new. Quite a few people are doing these new valves now. Let that go down a minute. Yeah, the old-fashioned valves get this muck latex stuck around the end, so you can't get the air out. You see there. It's not too important on this one because it's carbon rim, but there I've just nicked the tape. It's fine. I've done it in a few places. It's probably where it's been on and off before. Just wondering whether to retape that. Have I got enough tape? I think it's got damage from a previous build, or tyre swap I should say. These have been on and off so many bikes. Then they were on another bike, they were on the dog packing bike, and now they've ended up on my bike packer. I love the rims, they're nice and strong, they're carbon. They're not the lightest, but like I say, they're strong. And when you've got a bike packing bike, you're obviously going to have more weight. So you need a strong rim. I'm going to retape. Yeah. When you're going bike packing, you want everything to work. You want it to be reliable. You don't want to be taking risks. That's why I sort of hesitated. Shall I or shan't I? And I was thinking, well, if I'm in the middle of nowhere, I will be cussing myself to kingdom come if I have a tyre. Right, tyres on. It's better. Just go and give it a spin. Right. Today was supposed to be a ride, first day of the 3100 route. Didn't work out. Blip with my health. So anyway, that was this morning. Couldn't go out this morning. Felt terrible last night. Didn't get any sleep. Spoke to the doctor today. Basically, I have to put up with aches and pains until I get off the steroids. It's nothing I can do. Take ibuprofen, paracetamols, put up with it, and it will get better. So at least I haven't got to worry. I was starting to worry about whether I was ever going to come off them and the rest of it. Anyway, forget about that. Reason for this little clip is a few years ago, about a year ago, I did a video on this, the Hope dropper lever. And in the video, I mentioned the fact that this cable here is very exposed and water and muck can get in here. And how long would it be before this got all gummed up with muck? Well, it's a year on and it is absolutely perfect. No problems with the cable. I don't know how stuff doesn't get in there, but maybe it has, but it certainly hasn't affected the action of the lever. The lever is as good as the day I fitted it. So I just thought I'd do that little update because somebody else commented on it and it reminded me that I hadn't done sort of a long-term review. So I love, it's beautiful, this lever. It works so well. It's got lots of adjustment. As I said in the previous video, you've got a little typical Hope. You can adjust the pad position. It's all kinds of stuff. You've obviously got a mount for it. You can get these mounts in different colours as well now, I think. But that's the only downside is it's quite expensive. But it's going to last forever and a day. It's just beautifully made. So anyway, that was it really. That was the little update I wanted to do. I'll put a little highlight in the description just to let people know that I've done that. But anyway, yeah, long-term review, really, really good. Where are we, Sheila?
Berkeley Green.
What doing?
Parkrun today.
Good. Saturday morning ritual. And it's freezing cold, even though the sun's out. It's such a cold wind. But yeah, this is our Saturday morning ritual. Every week we come, well, most weeks we come down to Berkeley Green by Berkeley Power Station, which is there. And I marshal, and Sheila does her park run. So I thought, I don't normally film this, but I thought today I'll just show you what we get up to on a Saturday morning. I'll probably film a little bit of the run and stuff. See who's here. Right. Morning, Quentin.
Morning. My moment of fame.
Well, I thought today I'll film a bit and add it to my weekly video.
Excellent.
How long have you been doing this then? Long time.
Well, this is my 130th volunteer.
Oh, well, fair play.
So, quite a while. Quite a while. It's like a well-oiled machine.
So yeah, as I was saying, getting the sun. Every Saturday is our park run day. It's become quite the thing now. Well, we never miss one really, no matter where we are, Australia or wherever. But this one, although it looks very industrial, Sheila just loves it. It's all tarmac, it's a bit wider, so better for running on. This is my area now. This is it's what they call Corgi Corner because of BB and me. We come here every week. It's quite nice. I don't mind Marston actually. It's nice to meet people. Got quite a few people we know now, but it's very quiet at the minute because they're all gathering at the start, which is up that way, right in the distance. And then you go round in a loop, up round there, come round here, back up, across the top, round the car park behind there, right out to
There's a car coming down in this group.
hang
He's
on,
dropping off and coming back over.
over. So,
Yeah, let's sit down.
so we've all got radios, it's all very official. Alright boys, well done. Alright. Well done. Alright. Go on, Mum. Well done. Alright. Alright. Go on. Everybody. Morning. Alright. Well done. Well done. Well done.
Hello, Graham.
Alright. How are we?
Good Marshall.
Alright, Joe. Well done. Morning. Well done, Jack. Well done. Well done.
It's not moving on, but that could be just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Morning.
Morning.
Morning. No, just to confuse you.
Fast today.
Yeah.
So that's the first lap done. Just goes to, I mean, it's amazing to see so many people having a go. Obviously there's people who are quick at the front, but the majority of people are just average people just out for a Saturday morning, run around to keep fit. It's really good. Lots of camaraderie and get to see some regular faces. But, yeah, I love it. They got 2 laps, so they'll be round again in a minute. And doesn't take long, about an hour. We're here for about an hour and well, actually no, a bit longer than that. We get here about 8 o'clock and we leave about 10, so a couple of hours, then back home. But I've got to say, the wind is freezing this morning. My feet are slightly frozen, but we're stood in the sun, so it's not all bad. Right, be around again in a minute. Hello. Right, it's Saturday afternoon. Parkrun's been done, and I just wanted to round the video off. I had finished the video yesterday because I didn't really know what I was going to do, and I was feeling I've had a bit of a crap week. Hence the video I don't think it's very good this week. It's a bit bitty. I've got bits missing. Basically because I've just been a bit down in the dumps, fearing the worst when it comes to my... Hang on, let's take these off. Fearing the worst when it comes to my health. As you know, I've been dropping these damn things, these steroids, and knocked me around a bit. I didn't know what to do, so anyway, Thursday, I think it was Thursday or Friday, I phoned the doctor, and he sorted my head out. Basically, he's just said that I've got to... Whatever I've got going on with me, because I've had all kinds of things playing up, not just aches and pains, other things as well, and it's just the steroids coming off them. My adrenal glands are working because I've gone below the level that they would excrete. You know, if they weren't working, I'd be in real trouble. I'd be in hospital. So they are working. It's just a matter of getting them fully working and putting up with it. So that's where I am. So anyway, I'm out. Sun's out. Got to get out on a ride. I thought I'd just round this week's video off with a ride. I'm going up to my usual place up in Painesville. Well, I'm actually going to go up in the woods up in Cranham. I'm just going to have a ride around. That's it, really. I'll probably have a bit of a chat whilst I'm out, just to round this video off. And then next week, hopefully, I've got a lot more set things to do and a bit more, entertaining. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to carry on and have some fun. Right, let's go. Catch it a bit. As always, when I'm out on a bike like this, I'm constantly thinking, obviously we all do when we're out and thinking of stuff, and contemplation of the day. And my thoughts in the last week have been again about frames and frame designs, bike designs, and I follow, I think I mentioned, I follow a website called Path Less Pedaled, and he's a guy who's very old school. He likes simple, non-electronic, old school bikes, rigid bikes, you know, proper old school bikes, mountain bikes mainly, but commuting bikes I suppose. And I sort of, he does sow a seed with me. He does sort of make me think, oh, that would be so nice to have that sort of bike and get away from all the high tech. And one thing that's cropped up a couple of times recently in the last couple of weeks is 2x gearing, so 2 double ring on the front. And I think it was Andy Sim from Wales who said he only rides 2x because he just cannot get the spread of gears with a 1x. On, you know, if you want to hit the road and go do some serious speed, then I guess he's right, really. But for me, 2x's, I don't need it. I don't go fast enough. I don't go on the road enough. But it did get me thinking about building or offering 2x on my bikes and making sure it fits. So I'm going to look at whether 2x will fit on Herbie. When I say will it fit, the front mech clamps to the frame, and you need space for the clamp to clamp. And I think on my frames, because they have a dropper cable routing inside the frame, where it comes out of the frame interferes with where the mount would be, I think. But I need to look into that. Oh, crikey. They're chopping down the deer park. Oh, wow. Crikey, what are they doing? This used to be the Prunish Deer Park. It's all the trees have been cleared, and used to be honey beehives here. They're gone, and they're chopping down around the pond. So I'm not sure what they're doing. I guess they're just clearing out all the old stuff, and who knows? We shall see, I suppose. I'll see if I can bump into anybody and ask them. But, yeah, there's someone else just stopped to have a look as well. What's the plan?
A lot of work. A lot of work.
Is someone taking it over then?
Yeah, we have to take it over.
Okay.
We have to do it like
Yeah.
streams and clog the trees and leaves and the fencing need doing, the grounds.
Yeah, it's a shame because it was, yeah.
It was a kid who used to work here all the time, you love it.
Yeah.
I mean, we like obviously went online and yeah, he's working on a bought it like, so hopefully next couple of months we'll go back up. But lots of things happening, fishing is happening as well, so it's a start, isn't it? But yeah.
Oh, it's good news though, because it was so sad to see it all sacked.
It's lovely, wasn't it? I remember
Yeah.
coming up here with my grandparents, and I loved it. It's just
Just don't annoy them.
like, no, they're actually alright, man.
Good.
They're alright.
I think she peed him off a bit, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brilliant. Can't wait. See ya. Oh, great news. So the bird park is going to reopen. Fantastic. They really are spending some money on it. I've got a feeling you didn't hear what you said, but this chap who I was pointing the camera at is, they've taken over the bird park. They bought it, and they're bringing it back to how it was. Well, better, he says. So it's going to have deer and everything again, as far as I can tell, but be much better. No cafe, because that's what upset everything last time. It's been a real shame because the place, since it's shut quite a few years ago now, it's just gone to rack and ruin. Ah, some good news for a change. Right, let's get up the top of this hill. This is Prinash, by the way, behind Prinish Abbey, where the monks are. It's the old deer park. You know what's coming soon, don't you? This will erupt in blue as the bluebells pop up. There's lots of wild garlic I see, and a few shoots. But I reckon another week, if the weather stays like this, we'll have bluebells. Boy, it's dry. Can't remember. Last time I came up, it was still wet, I think. Maybe, maybe not. but it's certainly not now. There's dust. I'm actually talking rubbish, look, they're out. They're out already. Oh blimey. Yeah, they are out, just. Probably a couple of days because they're not all out yet. But there we go. The first shoots. Bluebells. Love it. Just love it when the bluebells come out. Something about just that blanket. We go to a field over by Broadway. There's a woodland there. I filmed it last year. If you follow me, you'll have seen it. And the whole wood is bluebells, completely blue. It's amazing. People go there from miles around to take pictures, and you get the sun coming through the trees, because obviously there'll be a bit of leaves. Well, normally there's leaves on the trees by now, I must admit. So you have dappled sun, but this year there's no leaves yet. Nothing. So I'm guessing we're going to get bluebells before the trees get leaves, which will be interesting because you'll see more. But yeah, anyway, sorry, there's me saying they're not going to come out just yet, and then they're out. And the wild garlic, which has been up for a while now. We've been having some of that in our salad. They love it. Strong, it's really, really nuts. You can't miss it. Yeah, a lot of people don't realise that you can eat that. That's wild garlic. You can just eat the leaf, put the leaves in your salad. It is strong, don't have too much, but it just gives it that bit of flavour. I've been having it in an omelette and stuff like that. So. By the way, I'm on my Raven today. Don't know if I've mentioned it, but on the fat bike packer. Got the new front tyre on. Tell you what you notice as you get older, everything's slower, your reactions are slower. I seem to be, it's not reacting as quick. But I guess it comes with age. The other thing this year, we're going to invest in a hedge cutter, portable one with a battery, a small one that we can carry around, and we're going to cut back. Last year we came out and we walk around the dog and just cut stuff with snippers. But this year I'm going to bite through my events business, because it partially have an ulterior motive, because I want to keep the trails clear for our event, because we're coming on the canal from the Daneway and it's really, really overgrown. So what I plan to do not long before the event is to just run up and down and cut both sides. But I'm thinking I could keep a lot of these trails clear of brambles as well, especially through there. It just reminded me, because the brambles are out already. Because they haven't really died off from last year, they're still there and they're going to just be terrible. So yeah, I think we'll invest in a portable hedge cutter that I can put in a backpack and carry it with me. Not all the time, just certain times we can just go out and clear some trails. I might even take it when we're walking the dog, because we do come up here with BB, so that could be a good opportunity. But I thought, yes, why not? Make use of your time in the wood. Anyway, I'm going down here. It's just pretty rough down here, so I need both hands because I've got rigid forks, and my tyre is very hard. Basically, it went down, and normally it's a case of you've got to get the sealant to slosh around a lot to seal any little holes. So I'm guessing it hasn't quite sealed somewhere, because it was flat when I came out. But if you ride it with sealant, obviously it sloshes around, but consequently my front tyre is quite hard. Not ideal, but I'm sure. Do you know, I cannot remember, is it normal for beech trees to still have their leaves like that in the spring? Surely they would have all fallen off by now. Because you've got new leaves coming and the old ones are still there. Right, I'm just going to ride the finish of day one of the Surly 100. So this is the last bit towards the campsite. Last year this was wet, but just look at it now. This is so fun. There you go. Bingo. So there you go, this is where we're camped. That's what you got. That's the finishing run. Love it. It's alright, I'll wait.
No. Yeah. Living a top, by the way. Come off. Living a top. Yeah.
Like it. Like the peach.
Yeah, I got
peaches.
it. It looks like
Love it.
We're literally talking about James and Ty Peach, so iconic. Your name will be James regardless.
Come on, guys. Hurry up.
Come on, guys. It's embarrassing now. Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Very good.
How's your cycle going?
Very good.
Yeah?
Very good.
Lovely
Loving this weather.
I know.
Cheers. Ta-da. Thank you. Cool, that's it. That's a wrap. Right, hope you have a great week. Hope you enjoyed this video. Know it's a bit of a mishmash, but off to Wales next week. Lots of cool stuff coming next week. Have a great week. Look after yourselves. I will see you next time. Take it easy.